Precision engineering brings to mind heavy machinery and large workshops, but little do we know that the components produced are found in many of the gadgets and equipment we use. From automobile to mobile devices, household appliances to medical equipment and more. In Singapore, the precision engineering industry began in the 1970s to support the manufacturing industry, a key pillar of the economy. And one precision engineering company that's grown and flourished along with the nation is Interplex Holdings Limited. Welcome to Global Enterprise, where we bring you inspiring success stories of Singapore-based companies that have overcome great odds to thrive amidst fiercely competitive business environments. Today, we shine the spotlight on Interplex Holdings Limited. Interplex, formerly known as AMTEK Engineering, started in 1970 as a mere metal stamping company. It steadily gained a foothold in the industry and grew in size and capabilities, providing end-to-end design and manufacturing solutions for precision components, casings, and enclosures. By 2008, it had manufacturing facilities in 8 countries across Asia and Europe. After a privatization exercise in 2007, the company went through major restructuring and consolidation of its operations. The overhaul got it ready to be relisted on the Singapore Exchange in 2010. Armed with funds raised from the listing, AMTEK took a big leap in less than 4 years post-listing with a major acquisition in 2014. It acquired United States-based Interplex Industries for 267 million Singapore dollars, a move that helped it tap into Interplex's miniature precision engineering solutions and also gain a foothold in the US, Mexico, Hungary and India.
To say that we chanced upon Interplex must be the understatement of the year, because that courtship took us nearly 2 years. I was looking for something that, an acquisition that will transform our company, bring us to greater heights. I took my time. Okay. The great thing is, when we found Interplex, we were so similar, and yet we were so different. We are very, very good with a big factor 3D forms. Interplex, on the other hand, is very good with very precise miniature products. You combine them together, we can actually go out and brag to the world that we have skill sets from this small to this big. Not too many companies can do it.
The well-thought acquisition resulted in combined global sales revenue of about $1 billion, an important milestone that reinforces its market position. For Interplex Industries, the move was also a timely one to level up.
Interplex, I think, was at the right time, at the right place to be acquired by a company like AMTEK. AMTEK had already put in place a very sophisticated global system for managing a multi-facility operation. Interplex was a little more, I would say, heterogeneous. We were more independently run and operated within each of our factories. But our customers today really want a truly integrated global solution. They want, if they're interacting with us in Europe, they want us to be able to launch that program not only within Europe, but seamlessly within Asia and in the North American region. So AMTEK had already gone through this metamorphosis of really integrating its factories, and they really understood exactly what Interplex needed at our stage of development. So in the big picture, it was the right management team to come in and help guide the Interplex management team in that next stage of its evolution.
Interestingly, AMTEK decided to rename itself Interplex after the acquisition. With effect from July this year, the group is now known as Interplex Holdings, a move that caught many by surprise.
Traditionally, the acquirer will require the acquiree to be renamed. But I make a very, very special decision. I say, okay, let's name ourselves after the acquiree. Why we need to do that? 40+ years ago, when AMTEK was formed, we did not do our registration very well. So if you were to Google AMTEK today, I think you will find at least 16 AMTEKs. Therefore, when I merged Interplex, I sat down and I considered it. And I think that the window has opened for me. And I have to make that very, very daring move of renaming us. But yet, we rename us with a name that's not unfamiliar in the market.
Now bigger, bolder and better. Find out what lies ahead for the company after the break. Welcome back. Today we turn our focus to precision engineering giant Interplex Holdings. Formerly known as AMTEK Engineering, its timely acquisition of Interplex in 2014 has been a catalyst for its exponential growth. With forces combined, it now operates 34 manufacturing plants located in 11 countries worldwide and employs over 13,000 staff.
Because the acquisition actually gave the group immediate access but also a very strong presence in the US market, because Interplex has over 50 years of operational track record, and the US now is actually one of the strongest growing market in the world right now, with concerns over China slowing down, as well as the Eurozone crisis being hit by the Greece debt. For FY15, Interplex has actually been consolidated into the group's financial performance, and the performance so far has actually been very outstanding, with the 9 months net profit rising almost 60% year-on-year.
Along with the integration comes a greater span of core capabilities and product offerings. Today, Interplex is regarded as one of the world's largest precision engineering companies, providing a full suite of turnkey solutions for the development and manufacture of mechanical and electromechanical components and assemblies. Offering a comprehensive set of precision metal, plastic, machining and assembly solutions, Interplex serves a wide global clientele base from diverse industries. Capabilities aside, what truly differentiates Interplex is its proactive approach towards challenges, an attitude that's entrenched in its brand promise to re-engineer success.
I want my customers to come back to us because they needed us to solve their problem, not because they have a print. Can you do this cheaper than your neighbor? Because if we can solve our customers' problem, we get two things. One, pricing is important, but not the only key. Two, you find that customers are stickier, they come back to you, they stick with you for a longer time. They will not just change you over for 1 cent or $1. The brand promise for Interplex today is to re-engineer success. If you look at the brand promise, the promise is made in and out. It's not just a brand promise that we made to our customer. It is also a brand promise that we have to make to ourselves. So we have to re-engineer. We have to re-engineer how we think. We have to re-engineer how we look at our business. We have to re-engineer our skill set. We may not have it today. We're not going to stay still and say that we're not going to have it tomorrow. As long as there's a chance for us to learn something new, we're not giving it up. And that's the attitude. That's the re-engineering part, inward.
To live up to its brand promise, Interplex formulated the idea of setting up Technical Competency Centers, or TCC, to work closely with customers to develop and launch their products. It invested $15.5 million to set up its main TCC in China, with satellite TCCs in Germany and the United States to help facilitate communication with customers in their own time zones and languages. The main TCC in Suzhou spreads over 400,000 square feet and houses almost 500 highly skilled engineers under one roof. Projects range from simply building a die according to specifications to designing a product from scratch, or even redesigning products to rectify issues or create greater cost efficiency.
Interplex's favorite is to do the complete design. That's the most value added. It's where we get an opportunity to showcase really all of our expertise. A project of any scenario can vary depending on the complexity of it, but for just a sample, like for instance, we could have a customer come into the facility. We'd like to get them here so they can see our capabilities. We could actually have them stay in one of our rooms. While they're here, we can run simulation, and we can sometimes in 1 to 2 days with the customer here, give them a part in hand to see if that's what they're looking for.
Since we've set up TCC, we have numerous customers not only visiting us but using the center. They've absolutely loved it. And it is not just the availability of all those services and talents, all inside that building. It is also the scale of it. It is organized in a way where it's very, very customer friendly. And it is organized in a way where customer can spend an extensive period of time with us, with their own locked up room, with their own confidential space. Why? Because we want our customers to take a concept, come to TCC, incubate it, design it there, and in the end, build the dies and molds there. I had one customer, one set of Japanese customer, call up TCC and says that we need to get this tool out very urgently. And they envisaged that they will need 2 months to do it. They flew to TCC hoping to spec out the whole thing. They solved all the problems in 4 days. And that's because everyone is there. They couldn't believe it. Everyone is there. Everything, every problem that you have, there's always an available person with that skill set to contribute.
I like the fact that we have all the engineers that have a central place to go with questions. We also have a unified spot where we can do testing and bring in the most talented people from all the divisions, in which case we get to learn from each other. So I think is the biggest asset of the organization. It's not the machines. Anybody can get the machines. It's the people. So.
It may sometimes take months or even years to see an idea come to fruition. But while the end result is important, Interplex places great emphasis on the process as well.
Well, the essence of what we do for our customers is we need to understand their problems and we try to solve them. It's the simple answer, but it's a very complex process because our customers are large, multifaceted, global companies, and we need to understand their needs, and then we need to try to solve them. So we are very active in putting engineers in the field, making sure engineers spend time with our customers so that they understand their biggest problems, and we obviously focus on the problems.
Such dedication to deliver solutions stems from Interplex's commitment to partner closely with its customers and match their evolving needs. As a result, over 30% of its customers have worked with them for more than 10 years, and over 60% of its customers choose to work with them across 2 countries or more. Clearly, Interplex has a winning formula in place to be customers' provider of choice.
Listen to our customers. They always said that our part price is a little bit more expensive than our competitor. But yet again, they keep coming back to us. And that's because we focus on the total cost of ownership, what we call in our business TCO, which is more important. And how does our customers measure TCOs? Work with us, there's a lot less opportunity for failure. You find that because everything is so well thought out during the early involvement stage, the customers spend a lot less time with us once it goes on mass production.
As with any stories of success, challenges are part of the plot. And one of the most pressing issues for Interplex currently is rising operational costs.
About 60% of our business is in China. I don't think it's news to anybody that the Chinese cost is escalating very, very fast. And you find that impact a lot of people's P&L. But if you look at it, the world factory is taking a transition, is taking a change. Not everything is concentrated in China anymore. So we have to get ourselves ready, where we feel that the future will be the customers will want to deal with us where the delivery happens, or close to where the delivery happens.
To tackle rising costs, Interplex also embarked upon automation. This has helped reduce its headcount by almost 4,000 over the past 5 years, while achieving greater efficiencies. Plans are also underway to automate the operations of the newly acquired Interplex. And in the face of the usual price wars, Interplex picks its battle wisely with a sound plan in place.
You have to get to a position where customer chose you for what you're good at, solution, and not just price. And the other thing you want to get to is that you have to get to a position where even if you don't get a big allocation, you must be a sole supplier. And something that I'm very, very proud of. A lot of our products that we ship to our customers, we are sole provider. And when in the sole provider position, you get a lot more bargaining power when it comes to pricing.
While the acquisition of Interplex Industries in 2014 was good news for the company, it posed some challenges initially.
Some of them even said that, should we leave the company now that the company is bought over by a Chinese company? But as they work with me in the last 11 months, people start to change. People start to realize that I have no horns. Quite unlike what they think, I have no horns. I think like them. I speak as good English as they do. I'm as strategic as they want me to be, and more importantly, I play as hard as them. So yes, the leadership style is a bit different because they used to be very silo. Now they have to work with a lot of what we call SOPs, standard operating procedures. One of the things that I prepared the team for is that the company is new now, multicultural, multi-region. We have to deal with that, we have to be patient. The first thing I told them is, don't show people that you know. Show people that you're willing to learn. And that's the most important.
The efforts plowed into rebranding and integration worked. With its gears in sync, find out what's in store for Interplex's next phase of growth. Precision engineering powerhouse Interplex has attained global recognition and presence in 45 years, putting Singapore on the world map. The group's achieved numerous awards and accolades along the way, and more importantly, won the loyalty of its customers. Its transformation from a humble metal stamping company to one of the largest precision engineering companies in the world is a story that will certainly inspire many. And now it's ready to start a new chapter, to shift mindsets that it's more than a contract manufacturer.
Many people look at Interplex today as a custom contract manufacturer, where we make things that our customers design. More and more, we are actively driving the design of the products that we make, not just for, let's say, form and fit, but more and more for function. So today, more and more, we are adding applications engineers, field applications engineers that are penetrating our customers, understanding those needs, and designing and developing solutions that truly change the performance or the cost of what our customers are doing.
After the merger, we saw a lot of opportunities. You feel the pulse from the customer. And what the customer is telling us is that they like the merger. With the RFQs that's being thrown at us, with the meetings that we have to partake in, it does show that the merger was the correct one, and what lies ahead is growth, 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 and that's what I want.
The merger has cast a positive outlook for Interplex, and it's expected to perform even better when synergies of the integration go into full swing.
I think there's a few reasons why investors should actually invest in Interplex. Firstly, it is a very good proxy to the US economic recovery with the exposure of Interplex in the US markets. And secondly, FY16 will likely be another growth year for the company with an additional month of contribution from Interplex because the group actually consolidated only 11 months of earnings from Interplex in FY15. And thirdly, there may also be revenue as well as cost synergies as well when the group starts to cross-sell between the customer base of the two companies, as well as cost synergies from the integration of the operations between the two companies. Investors now are currently getting a 3% dividend yield, but we believe that there may be potential for growth in the dividend when the company starts to integrate the two companies together, driving earnings through revenue and cost synergies, and the management has actually displayed their willingness to actually reward shareholders with dividends in their past track record.
With a vision to be a provider of choice, Interplex keeps its eye on the long haul and seeks to delight its customers.
Our most fundamental aspiration as a company is obviously to grow and economically thrive. But in order to do that, we have to delight our customers. So the most important thing that we do is try to understand how our customers' needs are evolving. And the beautiful thing about, I think, the position that Interplex is in today is we operate in a world where our customers have very complex problems. They are consistently dealing with more and more sophisticated, more and more challenging technological problems. So we understand that, and the way we attack the market is to really truly understand the design performance parameters that our customers have and try to solve those problems.
At the heart of it all, Interplex believes the equation to customer satisfaction begins with happy employees. It stresses on the welfare of its employees, even to the extent of offering relocated employees home visits whenever they feel a need to.
One of our missions in our company is happy employees. And a lot of people ask me, how do you do that? It's an entire ecosystem. You have to understand that happy employee is not a part, but it's a summation of a part, summation of all the parts. It's an ecosystem. You have to create for them an environment where they can use their expertise, where they have friends. Our employees, they'll be happy employees because every day they come to work, they know that they're doing something positive. And then the employees will then be happy enough to go delight the customers. And then only then we will make money again and again. So it is an ecosystem. We have to understand that.
A firm foundation in precision engineering established over more than 4 decades. A successful track record in providing mechanical and electromechanical component solutions. Staying true to its brand promise to re-engineer success, both inward and out. Interplex has risen from humble beginnings to become one of Singapore's success stories.